Hi, welcome to Flow with Jodie. I'm Jodie. This is a 15-minute quick stretch and release for when we've been on a massive hike and everything just needs to be opened up and released. So let's begin straight away sitting down, which is going to feel great after hiking up all those mountains. And you find Sukhasana an easy seat. Place your hands on your knees, close your eyes, roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and away. Take a nice big deep breath in through your nose. Push into the floor, breathe in a little more. Sigh it out through your mouth. Open your eyes, breathe in, bring your arms all the way up. And then as you breathe out, bring your hands onto your knees. Let's start with some hip circles, going over to your left knee and then your right knee. Breathe in as you come back. Oh, the hips. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come up and round. We go 3 more, 5 ways this time. And go as slow as you like. Try and make them as big and as fluid as you can. Last one. And come on up. Breathe in, let's bring our arms all the way up. And then breathe out, just come all the way to the floor. Bring your hands as far forwards as your low back allows right now. And then just release your head. Oh, so nice. You can sway a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. And again, just let the neck do whatever it wants. Just try to release it as much as you can. And then breathe in, let's start to come back up. Uncross your legs and cross them the other way around. Breathe in again, let's stretch all the way up. Stay there as you breathe out. Try to touch the ceiling a few times, or the sky if you're still outside. Going one way and the other. Oh, I hear all the creaks and cracks. Stretching out the shoulders and the sides of the body. And then breathe out, bring the hands all the way behind you, interlace your fingers, stretch your arms up. Just as a nice antidote for all of the carrying of your backpack and that forwardness. Stretch up, lift up the heart, and then as you breathe out, let's bring our hands back onto the knees. With 5 circles the other way around. Breathe in, prepare, and then breathe out, let's go. Super chilled, really relax. You've already done the hard work, you hiked up and down a mountain. So we can just allow our body to start moving in different directions again. Allow that lactic acid to come away. Maybe a little reassuring squeeze to your legs, like, thanks body, we did it legs. And do 1 more this way. And breathe in, let's come back up. Now again, next breath in, bring your arms up and breathe out again, bring your hands onto the floor and roll onto the knees. Untuck your legs and come into a tabletop position. Stay centered on the mat, just check your alignment so that your thumbs are in line, the fingers are spread, knees are hip wide and ankles and knees all point the same direction. When I look through, I can really see the blisters on my heels from my weekend hike. Ooh, it's gonna hurt tomorrow. Let's tuck the toes. Breathe in, come to your cow pose. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the heart. Breathe out, push into your hands, pull the belly in and look for the belly button, cat. 1 more time, breathe in, come into your cow. Breathe out, cat. Just getting a bit of fluidity into the spine. Breathe in, come into a flat back. And then as you breathe out, untuck your toes. Roll over the right toe so that that leg is straight. And then rock a little bit forwards and back. Say hello to your calf muscle. Oh, it's so good. And then go back. And let's roll over the left toes and same things. Going forwards and back, just rocking. And we're really getting into a nice little stretch for that hamstring and for the calf. Okay, coming back onto your knees. Big breath in, and then as you breathe out, sit back onto your heels. Walk your hands as far forwards as you can. Come onto the fingertips, pull back with the fingers, And imagine you want to look over a super small wall. So peek up and over, breath in. And then hands flat to the floor, relax, breath out. Breathe in, come forward, so your hands and your shoulders are vertical. Tuck the toes, and then last time, breathe out, bring your seat to heels. Breathe in, prepare, and we come to downward dog, breath out. If your legs feel like mine, you're not alone, huh? So let's just bend one leg and then the other. Check that your feet are still hip wide. Maybe nod your head yes, shake your head no. Oh, enjoying whatever my head's doing. Last little bit of pedaling for your legs today, huh? Great. Okay, let's start to bring. You can just slide that right foot forwards as much as it goes. Take the right hand, put it by the right ankle, and then help it forwards. Bring that back knee to the floor. Keep the back toes tucked. Come onto your fingertips here. Breath in. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades back. And then breath out. Just start to lengthen and feel into that left hip. As you breathe in, push your fingertips into the floor, lift the heart. As you breathe out, just dissolve. Maybe creakingly. Breathe in. Let's come up. One more time. Breathe out. Allow the left hip to melt towards the floor. Breathe in, come up. And as you breathe out, send your hips back. Start to straighten your front leg. You can walk your hands back so that they are more or less under your shoulders. And then curl your right toes up. Have a little bend in your knee. And then try to stick your tailbone up and out. This is where my legs are at today. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Walk your hands forwards and bring your right toes to the floor. We flow like this 4 more times. Coming back, breathe in, half monkey, Ardha Breathe out into that low lunge. Breathe in, come back. Try to keep the heart lifted. Breathe out, hands forwards, hips down. Breathe in, come back, heart up. Breathe out, come down. Okay, one more. Breathe in, come up. Stay, breathe out. Oh. Bend that knee a little bit, breathe in, and then just try to straighten it as much as you can, breathe out. We do that 2 more times. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out, how much can you straighten? 1 more. Work with the breath. I'm smiling on the outside. Bring your hands forward. Let's lift that back knee, breathe in. And then downward dog, breath out. So just slide that foot back. It's done a lot of work today. Again, let's bend one leg and then the other. Really getting into the outer hips as well. And you can bring your left knee over to the right when it's bent. And then the same thing, right knee over to the left. So you begin to stretch the IT band a bit more as well. Ooh, knack, went to my shoulder. All right. Bring the knees back in line, breathe in, push into your hands, lift the tailbone. As you breathe out, slide that left foot all the way forwards in between the hands. Left hand can help it if it needs. Back knee goes down. Oh, I really feel this side. Come onto those fingertips. Breathe in, try to extend your spine, and then breathe out. Just allow that right hip to drop. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, hip drops. Breathe in, push into your fingers here, find the length in the spine, and then breathe out, we melt. 1 more breath in. And then start to send your hips back, walk your fingers back, curl your left toes up, breath out. And then let's walk ourselves forwards and back. 1 breath per movement. Go as fast or as slow as feels nice, just as long as it feels pretty fluid. That's all we're aiming for today. Okay. I would quite like to stay here all day, but we don't. Let's stay in our half monkey with your hips going back, and then bend that left knee a little, breathe in, and then try to straighten it, breathe out. Now your version of straight does not have to be straight. Breathe in, bend. Breathe out. Try to flex as much as you can. Breathe and bend. And breathe out, flex. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Let's come forwards, 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 forwards. Hands flat on the floor. Breathe in, lift that back knee, and then breathe out. Bring that left foot all the way to the back, downward facing dog. Push the back of your legs, so your calves and your hamstrings, backwards. And push your hands into the floor. The more you push, the more you're going to feel a big opening. And then breathe out again. We bring that right foot all the way forwards. Again, bring that back knee to the floor. Breathe in and bring your right hand up, 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 up. And breathe out. Bring your right arm parallel to the floor behind you. Stay there, breath in. And now allow your right knee to fall to the right. You can come onto the outside edge of that right foot. Stay there, breath in. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together as you breathe out. And now let's pick up the back foot. Maybe you find the foot and then you can give it a nice little pull. Maybe you're finding space and that's also okay. Maybe you have a t-shirt, a strap, anything like that you can loop around to bring the foot to you. Whatever you're feeling right now, that's exactly what you're meant to be feeling. You're exactly where you're meant to be. If you have the bind here, as you breathe in, pull your foot towards you, and then as you breathe out, push your foot against your hand. Breathe in, pull. Breathe out, push. One more, breathe in, pull. And breathe out, push. Nice and softly land that foot back on the floor. Bring your right arm up and over, put your right foot back on the floor, right knee up. Breathe out, bring the right hand down. Lift the back knee, breath in. And then again, downward dog, breath out. Again, wiggle the hips a little bit, pedal the legs, whatever's feeling good for you. All movement is good movement. And then let's slide that left foot forwards. Back knee to the floor. If you have a block, by the way, and you are welcome, as always, to put your hand underneath the block. You can also be on the right fingertips if that feels better for you. Breathe in and that left hand reaches up, 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 back, back, back. And breathe out. Left knee over to the left and come onto the outside edge of that left foot. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, we start to pick up that back foot. Maybe we find it. Maybe we find space. Maybe we find a strap because we knew what was coming. Either way, when you have found your position here, work with your breath. Breathe and pull the foot towards you. Breathe out, push. Breathe and pull. Breathe out, push. Breathe and pull. And breathe out, push. Again, try to lift the heart up to the sky. Maybe look up. And on your next breath, slowly the back foot comes to the floor. The left foot comes to the floor. The left hand reaches back up, over and outside your left foot. Reach the back knee off the floor, breath in, and now bring that back foot forwards, breath out. Hold opposite elbows, open your feet as wide as the mat and hang out in your ragdoll. You can sway a little bit left and right, right and left. Should feel super nice. With every breath out, I'm feeling your head and your elbows come a little closer to the floor. Keep a light bend in both knees. Now bring your hands to the floor, turn your toes out a little bit and then sit down. Or squat down, I should say, to the best of your ability. I'm going to face you guys. Now your heels don't need to reach the floor, especially if you have tight Achilles. If you do, fine. If not, also fine. Fingers to the floor, and then just start to go a little bit one way and the other way. Again, letting those hips just open up. They should be feeling a bit better by now. Great. And then you guys should be at the front, right? A little bit of health and safety. Double check. Clear space. Then we can sit all the way down. Bring your feet so they are now parallel but still on the mat. And then lie down. Oh, lying down is so good. Depending how much space you have, either bring your arms out to a T or bring them to a cactus. You choose. Bring your feet maybe a little bit closer, but still mat wide, so they're closer in. And then as you breathe out, bring your knees over to the right side. And if it's comfortable for the neck, look left. Stay there, breath in. And then bring your left arm all the way over. If it's a cactus, that's okay. Arms bent or not. And the left hand, the left arm on top of the right. Breathe in, open up. Breathe out, return over. And 2 more times. Breathe and open. See if you can follow your left thumb with your eyes. Breathe out, come back. Breathe in, up and over. And breathe out, come back. One more time. Breathe in, we come up and over. Breathe out through your mouth. Next breath in, knees up. Breathe out, knees over to the left side. We flow exactly the same way, the opposite way. So right hand, right arm, breathe in, reaches up. Breathe out, goes over on top of the left. Breathe in, open up into the twist, and then breathe out. Come all the way back. Big breath in, right hand reaches up, keep breathing in until it reaches the floor, and then breathe out, bring it all the way over, right arm next to left. And one last time, breathe in. Stay there, breathe out. Notice what happens when you breathe out through the mouth. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Bring both of your knees up, and then if your tailbone is pushing into the floor and there's space underneath your lower back, gently try to tilt your pelvis so that your lower back can also rest on the floor. Bring the knees into the chest, breathe in, and then wrap yourself in a nice big hug, breathe out. Lower back down, bring your legs up to the sky. Hold the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Open the feet out about hip wide. And then as much or as little of a bend in your knees as you like. Allow the weight of your hands to pull your feet towards you. Soften wherever you can. So are the toes active? Oof. Are the shoulders still tense? Oof. What about that lower back? And then one last thing to help those ankles that have been in our hiking boots all day. Let's do a few circles. Ooh, yes. So go one way, go the other way. If you're feeling fancy, go in opposite ways. Ooh, hello, coordination, nice. And then release the hands to the floor. Push your legs up to the sky. One more breath in here, and then breathe out, Shavasana. Allow everything to flop out. Little smile on the face. You did it. You made it. Enjoy. Stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. If you enjoyed the stretch and you want to see more, please subscribe, please comment, please heart, please share. As always, it is my honor to flow with you and to be your guide on your journey. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.